I'll tell you what, if you want to, the infallible way of finding the idiot, the one idiot in the whole of London, is ask for directions. What happens to people when you ask for directions? The brain drops down into their arse. Totally intelligent, coherent people. You say, excuse me, could you tell me how I get to... Oh, yes. Now let me see. Yes, you, yeah, you go, yes, you go up, and go... Left? Yeah, no, right, left, right. Yeah, you go left and then right, and right. No, maybe you're not pointing in the right direction. No, maybe you better... It's like taking directions from John Bloody Major. It's all the people who lean into the car. You ever get those ones? You ask for directions, you've got a head beside you. Little dewdrop beginning to come out of the nose. You don't hear a word they say. You're thinking, all you're thinking is going to drop on my trousers. You get one of those with bad breath. Yes! Well, you go... That's when those automatic windows come into it. Directions. I suppose Ireland is the best place in the world for directions. People will say to you, I wouldn't start from here if I were you. I was driving to Wicklow town, and outside Wicklow town there's a kind of country road, and I came to a cross-section, and there was one signpost, and it had Wicklow on it, and the other way, Wicklow. And there was a fellow sitting there, and I said, does it make any difference? He said, not to me, it doesn't. The classic on my way to Limerick. And I said to this fellow, I said, do you know where this place is? And he said, yes, oh God, yes. Now, go down the road, straight down the road, following rules. Keep going straight, and you'll see a turn on the right-hand side. Now, ignore that. And then there's a second turn on the right-hand side, ignore that one as well. And there's 2, 3, 4, 5 turns on the right-hand side, ignore them. Then you see a house on the left-hand side, you turn left there, that's where you want to go. And I said, well, why did you tell me about all the right-hand turns? Why didn't you just say, take the first one on the left? And he says, who's giving these directions, me or you? Yeah. Technical advancement in cars. Now, cars have changed. We have, I don't know whether they're increasing the performance of cars, but we have so much gadgetry in cars now. You know, radios you used to have to fiddle with, didn't you? You have to kind of... Now you beep, you're there. But the CD, there's telephones. There's video now. They've got the video in cars now, which is all that communication between the family when you used to take your kids for a holiday. That's all gone now. All that family fun. Daddy. We're nearly there, Daddy. Where are we going, Daddy? How many miles, Daddy? How long are we going, Daddy? How long are we going to go? Daddy. I want to do wee-wee, Daddy. Yeah, I want to do jobby, Daddy. Daddy, I did a jobby. Ever come across that vomit, that chain reaction vomit? Daddy, I don't feel... Technicolored yawn being splattered across the back of the car. All those games. I Spy with My Little Eye. What if you're a dyslexic family? I Spy with My Little Eye, somebody beginning with H. River. Yes! In America now, they have a car which has what they call a voice identification code. When you want to open your car, you speak to it. And that voice identification is registered. So you walk up to your car and you have a code, whatever it is you want to say. You say, good morning, car, or how are you, or whatever it is. And the door will open. What if you've got a cold? Pissing down with rain and you can't get into your car. You've been to the dentist. You're done for breaking into your own car. And now in America they have, and in a way it's very good, they have an alcohol detector. That if you have been drinking, you get into your car and you put your key in the ignition key, it won't turn. It just refuses to turn. And if you continue to try and get it to turn, your car's computer will inform the police station's computer that there's a drunk trying to start the car. Your own car squeals on you, for Christ's sake. Mercedes now have what they call, excuse me, I'm going to have a little sip of this. Mercedes have what they call automobile intelligence. You have a computer in your car. And if there's any sort of malfunction in any part of the car, your computer will inform you. You'll be sitting there, and the computer will... Your windscreen wiper is malfunctioning. Your fan belt is broken. Your carburetor is burst. Your battery is flat. There is a puncture in the front tire. I'd sell this piece of shit if I were you. And we have technology reminders. I mean, audio reminders. They're very difficult to deal with because they take on a personality. Cars begin to take on a personality. I've got a car that informs me when the door is open, the door is open. Voice says, door open, door open, door open. Now, every time I open the door of a car, I don't necessarily get in and drive it away. I could have it in the garage. I could be loading it or cleaning it. And he's in there going, door open, door open. And I'm thinking, you silly bastard, aren't you? Door open. You're saying goodbye to your wife and child. You got the door open. Door open. Door open. I know, for Christ's sake. I'm just saying goodbye to my wife and child. You mind? Door open. Safety belt. There's another one. That audio reminder. Safety belt. And he's not like, door open. This is a nasty little shit. Safety belt. Safety belt. Safety belt. That's all it keeps going. Safety belt. Safety belt. It's my ambition to get into the car and get the belt on before he can say anything. Safety. Gotcha, you bastard. And I'd work out questions. I sit there, and I hold it up, and I say, what is this? Safety belt. Very good. It's the law that I must wear my safety belt. Right. I shall be fined £50 if I'm not wearing my safety belt. Well, door open. Door closed. I'm sitting there one day in the door, and it says, boot open. Boot open. Boot, little bastard. Lets me get into the car, put my belt on, close the door, then he tells me about the boot. Why in the name of Christ, when I was outside saying goodbye to the wife and why did he say, boot open? Do you know what I do now? I leave the window open. I don't open the door anymore. I climb in the window. I drive to Birmingham. The little bastard doesn't know we've been anywhere. Amazing. Voices. And nowadays they used to have in cars your gauge, petrol gauge, used to be very simple. It used to be E half F. That was just it. You knew it. When it was E, it was empty. When it was at half, it was half full. And when it was F, it was full. You didn't need anything more. Now I have in my car a little symbol of a petrol pump. And when it's full, it's red, it glows. And as it goes lower, it sinks. And when it gets to a certain point, the designers of the car feel that the driver must be informed that the petrol is going low. You're not capable of working that out with your own head. A voice comes on, petrol. And this is not like the door open or the little bastard, safety belt. This is an authoritarian voice. Petrol. Petrol. And the further you go without getting petrol, the designers, I suppose, have inbuilt a slight panic. So this authoritarian voice goes from petrol to petrol. 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 And the further you go, petrol.
Petrol! Petrol!
I run out of petrol purposely. Walking on the road with a can in my hand, the car's going,
I told you so! I told you so!
you can really give your car a nervous breakdown. Undo your safety belt, open the door, and run out of petrol.
Petrol, safety belt, door open, door open!
Thank you very much for listening. It's been very kind of you. And take care, drive carefully if you're driving tonight. And if you have a God, I hope that God will go with you. Good night. Thank you.